Hello, my name is Dr. Valerie Brown, and I would like to offer a brief personal reflection on the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and the impact he had on my life at a very early age. In 1963, when I was 11 years old, Dr. King delivered his iconic speech, often referred to as his I Have a Dream speech, in Washington, D.C. It was a warm and beautiful day in August during this civil rights march on Washington to protest racism and inequality against black people in America. By many accounts, more than 250,000 people participated in the protest that day. My mother was excited about this event and had me and my siblings to view Dr. King's remarks. I was quite moved and energized to be more active in securing rights for black children in our country. My mother was very active in local politics and served as precinct committee chairman for Ward 4 in Cleveland. I followed in her footsteps later as a teenager when I worked as a staff member to our councilman, Mr. James Bell. She stressed many of the principles of Dr. King in our daily lives. For example, the importance of education and activism for equal opportunities and treatment in society for all people. In Cleveland, at the time, the schools were nationally known to be highly segregated and unequal in terms of the quality of resources available, and hence the quality of instruction and the life in general for black people. Consequently, in 1964, a coalition of local ministers and civil rights activists organized a protest of these conditions in the Cleveland Public Schools. During this day of protest, April 20th, my mother kept us out of school, and instead we attended school at Friendship Baptist Church, our neighborhood church, where we were members, where we were taught by local volunteers, including retired teachers and social workers and parents. Leaders of the boycott organized church schools where children were taught about black history and the importance of equal rights. More than 40,000 students participated in the protest that day. The school board refused to give credit for attendance that day to students who had attended the church schools. My mother and the other parents pressured the board, which relented and gave attendance credit to those students with proof of attendance at a church school the day of the protest. This credit was very important to me and my siblings because we had perfect school attendance up to that point of the protest day, and we wanted to receive the recognition and prize given to students at the end of the school year with perfect attendance. I was grateful to my mother for her steadfast pursuit of equal education rights for us. My mother always thought and taught us that it was important to be prepared for opportunities when they were presented to us. It was not a matter of if we would have improved educational opportunities because of the civil rights movement, but when. Therefore, it was important to do our very best in school, learn as much as we could, and help others. Subsequently, I have enjoyed careers as a sociologist, gerontologist, neonatal clinical nurse specialist, and professor. I am currently studying Spanish and French. Thus, to this day, I see the impact of my mother's belief in Dr. King's vision of a better America for black people and society overall. I am a lifelong learner, and civil rights activist for all people. Praise God. Thank you.